One random job application completely changed my nursing career. People ask me all the time about how I became a dermatology nurse, so let's talk about it. I'm gonna go through the timeline a little bit quickly from where I started to where I am now. Graduated nursing school in 2020, failed my NCLEX 2 times, found a job interim in a dermatology office because my friend literally reached out to me like 3 or 4 times to apply to this office because I think they were short-staffed. I was like, nah, dermatology, probably gonna go into bedside. Like I said, I failed my nursing NCLEX 2 times, so at that point I was kind of like down bad. I'd been home for 1.5 years with my daughter and I was not doing well mentally, not okay. So I was like, you know what, I need to get out of this house. Let me just take this nursing job. So I applied. I had like 3-4 interviews. Really thought they did not want me because they kept bringing me in for interviews. I was like, what the heck is actually wrong with me? Anyways, finally, 4th interview, manager at the time was like, hey, like, we want you. What's your plan after you become a nurse? They didn't want me to like start working there and then immediately leave to go bedside. So I lied a little bit. Dr. Brown, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I was like, oh yeah, like definitely we'll stay here for sure. That's my plan. In my head, I'm like, as soon as I get my nursing license, I am out of here, gotta go. I started working as a medical assistant, no license required. I honestly hated the job at first. It was very overwhelming. I would literally go in my car on lunch breaks and cry because I hated it so bad. I thought the information was too overwhelming. There were so many diagnoses. I was the scribe for the providers, knew nothing what they were talking about, literally would go in the rooms and be like, what? You just diagnosed them with Coupe de Sabre? Who? Unwell, completely unwell. Let's move on about 1 year. So had my nursing license, finally got it. And I'm like applying to jobs like, please, for the love of God, somebody take me. I get several interviews for ICU, med-surg, emergency department. Those were the 3. Oh, and psych. Was like, okay, yes, let's set these interviews up. Started working with a doctor in the practice, Dr. Brown, and started making friends with some of the nurses and started kind of feeling like I was like fitting in somewhere, and finally started understanding. And like I said, this is after 1.5 years, so finally start like understanding what they're saying, learning the medications that they're prescribing, getting a routine of everything, and really started to like Dr. Brown and really started to like her team and got good at my job. I got really good at my job and I really enjoyed coming to work. So then I kind of like had this internal battle with myself of, I'm not making as much as I could as a registered nurse in a hospital. I have a family to provide for. I'm gonna have to still leave. Like, that's just what I'm gonna have to do. I ended up canceling my interviews. I was like, I just need more time. I can't like do this right now. I like genuinely cannot imagine working in a hospital and being away from my babies 12 hours at a time. It was like, I couldn't fathom it. So I started working with this doctor a little bit longer, had many cries in her office about how I needed more money. I couldn't just be making this for the rest of my life as a registered nurse. Like, what am I doing? And so, then again, I'm on the computer, I'm on Indeed, I'm like finding jobs like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Again, get to that point and I'm like, I can't do this. In the conversation we had previously, it's like, what's worth it to you? Do you want to work weekends? Do you want to work holidays? Do you want to be away from your kids for 12 hours? All of those answers were no. Money worth you not being happy? For me, it wasn't. So I stayed. And I back and forth went through the same conversation in my head of, you're a nurse, you need to be making more. Like, that was, for some reason, that was like in my head so much. Like, this is temporary. This isn't where I'm gonna be forever. One day I'm gonna get the guts to just go and work in the hospital. It was like, well, I'm not gonna do that now. So let me just go ahead and get my bachelor's. So then when I go to the hospital, then I will have my bachelor's. So I'll be making even more. Again, just like money, I need money. So I go back, I get my bachelor's. About halfway through getting my bachelor's, I had another conversation with the doctor that I work for, and that conversation was nurse practitioner related. And I was like, I feel like I need to do more. I feel like I want to be a nurse practitioner, but I'm just not interested in family medicine, which is usually what they go into. I found family medicine to be completely boring. I still don't love it. It's fine, but it's just not what I find interesting. I love derm. She's like, well, why don't you work in derm? And I was like, that's a great question. Why don't I work in derm? Like, I don't know. Can I work in derm? Is that a thing? Like, we had nurse practitioners, but I'm like, I don't know. Can I work in derm? And she's like, yeah, you can work in derm. And I'm like, okay, I can work in derm. So then I went back to NP school, and now I'm going to work in derm. So 2028, nurse practitioner in derm. So anyways, going back to being a registered nurse, literally working in dermatology completely changed the course of my career. I wanted to work in psych or the ER, and I was content with just doing that for the rest of my life. Like, thank God, like truly thank God I failed my NCLEX, because I don't think I would be in dermatology if I passed it the first time. I already had a contract and everything in med-surg. I was ready to go. My nursing instructors told me I needed to work in med-surg, so you best believe first little application I did into med-surg. I absolutely love dermatology. If it's something that interests you, go into it. Even if you're not a nurse, medical assistants, whoever, just apply, just try it. Like I said, I hated it for the first year and a half. I was not well, but once you learn the information and you get comfortable with scribing and doing all the things that we do, because as nurses, as medical assistants, we do a lot. We set up for procedures, we assist the doctors, we scribe, we call patients, we schedule patients. There's a lot that is like behind the scenes that you don't really realize, but it is so worth it. And the work-life balance is amazing. Off on weekends, off on holidays. I work Tuesday through Friday, half day on Fridays. It's literally the best decision I ever made. So that is how I became a dermatology nurse.